The Vatican has long been a place of mystery and intrigue, its corridors echoing with whispered confessions, clandestine meetings, and the solemn footsteps of those sworn to preserve the sanctity of the Holy See. Among the many secretive factions said to operate within the confines of the Vatican, one of the most enigmatic is the Papal Knights of Silence, a clandestine order dedicated to safeguarding the Church's most sensitive and perilous secrets. Little is known about their existence outside of rumors and speculative whispers, but if these accounts hold any truth, then the Papal Knights of Silence have been the unseen sentinels of the Vatican for centuries, ensuring that knowledge too dangerous for public consumption remains hidden from the world. The precise origins of the Papal Knights of Silence remain elusive, buried deep within the annals of Vatican archives, inaccessible to all but the highest-ranking clergy. Some believe the order was established during the early medieval period, at a time when the Church faced relentless threats from both external enemies and internal dissent. Others argue that their formation was much later, perhaps during the Renaissance, when the Vatican's influence was at its peak and knowledge, both sacred and profane, was regarded as power. Historical traces suggest that Pope Gregory IX, who established the Papal Inquisition in 1231, may have had a hand in forming a covert order tasked with ensuring that heretical teachings, forbidden texts, and dangerous knowledge never fell into the wrong hands. It is said that the Knights of Silence were formed as a response to the growing danger posed by secret societies, rogue scholars, and dissenting priests who sought to undermine the Church by exposing its confidential matters to the world. While the Inquisition handled public heretics, the Papal Knights of Silence worked in the shadows, operating in ways that ensured absolute secrecy. Their existence was a necessity. There were things that the world was never meant to know, and the Vatican needed silent sentinels to guard them. Unlike other ecclesiastical orders, the Papal Knights of Silence did not operate under a formal hierarchy visible to the public. Their structure was known only to the sitting pope and a select group of cardinals within the curia. Membership was strictly controlled, and selection was a rigorous process, requiring unwavering loyalty, intellectual prowess, and an unbreakable vow of silence. Prospective members were hand-picked, often chosen from within the ranks of the Swiss Guard, Jesuit scholars, or even among priests known for their discretion and theological knowledge. Initiation into the order was said to involve a solemn and secretive ritual held deep within the Vatican's hidden chambers. Candidates would take a vow of silence, swearing never to disclose the order's existence or their own membership. The ceremony was believed to be conducted in the presence of the Pope or his direct representative, where initiates were entrusted with sacred texts, some of which had been removed from public access due to their controversial nature. These could include lost gospels, forbidden manuscripts, and apocryphal writings that challenged Orthodox Church doctrine. The order operated in cells, with each member aware of only a few others to ensure the utmost confidentiality. Communication between members was rare and conducted only when absolutely necessary. They answered only to the Pope, acting upon his directives in matters that required extreme secrecy and swift, silent intervention. One of the primary responsibilities of the Papal Knights of Silence was the protection of forbidden knowledge. The Vatican is believed to possess one of the most extensive archives in the world, the Vatican Secret Archives, which contains documents dating back over 1,000 years. Within these heavily guarded chambers lie texts and records that could challenge historical narratives, alter theological beliefs, or reveal truths that the Church deems too dangerous for public scrutiny. It is whispered that the Knights of Silence have been instrumental in ensuring that certain knowledge never reaches the outside world. Their missions could include retrieving heretical books before they are published, silencing those who seek to expose forbidden doctrines, or securing artifacts with supposed supernatural significance. Some conspiracy theories suggest that they have even altered historical records to align with the Church's teachings, removing or suppressing evidence of events that could undermine its authority. Beyond the preservation of knowledge, the Papal Knights of Silence were also enforcers of the Church's interests in ways that could not be publicly acknowledged. While the Church has always maintained an outward stance of peace and diplomacy, history reveals that it has not been above taking drastic measures to protect its influence. The Knights of Silence, according to unverified accounts, acted as covert agents who ensured that threats to the Vatican were neutralized before they could escalate. In the Middle Ages, when secret societies such as the Knights Templar and the Freemasons were rumored to possess knowledge that threatened the Church's dominance, the Papal Knights of Silence allegedly worked behind the scenes to dismantle these organizations. They would have functioned as spies, infiltrators, and even assassins if necessary, though any proof of such actions remains locked away or erased from history. Even in modern times, some claim that the order continues its work, albeit in more discreet ways. Whistleblowers who seek to expose Vatican secrets, scholars attempting to publish controversial theological findings, and those who delve too deeply into the affairs of the Holy See have been known to meet mysterious fates. Whether these events are coincidences or the silent work of the Papal Knights remains a matter of speculation. The Papal Knights of Silence have left no official records, no insignia, and no trace of their existence outside of legends and whispers. Yet, their influence can be felt in the shadows of history, where certain mysteries remain unsolved and secrets remain buried. If they do exist, their mission has not changed: to protect the sanctity of the Church, to ensure that dangerous knowledge never falls into the wrong hands, and to act as the Vatican's invisible guardians. What makes their existence so compelling is the possibility that even now, in an age of information and digital transparency, they continue to operate unseen, maintaining a centuries-old tradition of secrecy. Perhaps the Papal Knights of Silence are watching, ensuring that the most guarded mysteries of the Church remain forever hidden from the world.